What is happening, cars and bids? My name is Madison and I'm the auction dog, and today I'm presenting to you my 1993 Honda Accord EX. So just a little history on the car. I purchased this thing about 3 months ago from an elderly woman who had it in a mechanic shop locally because it had a few issues that they couldn't, it had an issue where it was like this weird hesitation issue they couldn't figure out, and it ended up being the map sensor, which we've replaced, fixed, it all works perfectly, but they threw quite a bit of parts at it during that time, and I have the hood up because I want to show you guys those. Obviously there's a new distributor, all brand new fuel injectors, new EGR valve. They did a fuel pump as well. You can tell it's had a motor mount, and honestly the car runs and drives perfect. It really does. It's a very nice, you know, driver. I just put a brand new battery in it as well. And the only thing that I do not have a record of, or that I do not know, you know, the status of, is obviously the timing belt. I don't know if that's ever been replaced, and frankly I'd probably do it if I wanted to daily drive this thing. So we'll do a little walk around briefly just so I can show you guys the body. When the paint's actually in good shape, but I can tell that it was a repaint at one point in its life. You can just tell, obviously, from the seals and just stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? You can tell that it's been repainted, but it was definitely a long time ago, and it is in decent shape for what it is. You know, it could use probably a cut and a buff, but it does look good for what it is. And it's a no accident car. I want to say it's 2 or 3 owner. I'd have to check the Carfax again. But it is a no accident vehicle, which is really nice. So I'm going to close the hood here. Oop. Trying to get my wrist out of the strap here. Bear with me as I do this with one hand. So look at all the gaps are very, very nice everywhere. Very clean. Obviously everything up front, the alignment's very good for all the headlights, bumpers, turn signals, corner markers. See again there, body lines are very, very nice. And the car hasn't been hit, you know, which is crazy. And it's crazy to even see a 93 Accord like this just completely unmolested, you know. There is a crack in the bumper there, which could be fixed if you took it off and realigned it. And just again, all the gaps everywhere are really nice. All the trim is in decent shape. Some of it does have some fading, like that. But overall it shows pretty well. There are a few spots that I could tell they did a little bit of, like, you know, half-ass rust repair almost. And maybe not rust repair, but they kind of just, you know, filled some things in, like there. And you can tell me there's a little bit of rust coming in here. There was a little paint over there. Paint there, there. And there was one over here. There. And there. But the roof otherwise is really clean. There are a few rust spots in the rear drip rail near the trunk that I want to show you. Like there. And you can tell, obviously, there. And all through there. Not really all through there, but there's just different areas that have some rust. And probably could, I mean, you could use some attention, but not the worst in the world. The car does run and drive perfect, you know, and it does show very well for being 30 years old overall. The tires are a little old. I want to say, yeah, date code 2012. So definitely expect to change those as well. They do, obviously, they're okay for right now, but, you know, just it's stuff for daily driver stuff. Factory mud flaps, front lip looks really good, and just overall, it's a nice survivor car. So let's go ahead and turn our attention to the inside. I really do enjoy the white on blue. This door striker's broken, or the door hinge right there, so that doesn't connect to there. So I'm just kind of wary about how far the door does open, you know. And the blue interior is in decent shape. You could tell that the previous owner, she wasn't a smoker, but whoever had it in the car before her was. Because obviously we have a cigarette burn there, and then some little burns down in there. But other than that, I mean, the car doesn't stink at all. So it is clean, you know, and it's obviously been a long time since somebody did smoke in this thing. But definitely, there's just a few little bits that lead me to believe that it was smoked in at one time. But inside here, it smells fantastic. It doesn't smell like a smoker's car at all. And there's no, like, buildup of nicotine everywhere. You know, it's not in bad shape at all. And overall, the interior is just in great shape, frankly. It really is. You know, dash is extremely clean. all of these, one thing that I do really love is that all of the paint for the buttons is all in really good shape. You know, like nothing's really scratched off. See, obviously for the cruise control, roof, all the windows. It's crazy. That's in really nice shape too. Clock works, radio works. It is 5-speed, obviously. And the back seats. Oh, back seats are in good shape. The tint's not obviously great in the back window, but it's acceptable. Back seats are in great shape there as well. And overall, I mean, the car is just a really, really, really decent place to start for a build, you know, or even to keep, you know, completely manned. It's never been owned by a kid. You know, the armrest lock does work, which is nice. E-brake does work. Gas door, everything works as it should, which is really nice to see in a car like this. So I've had it sitting here for a bit. I just started it up and drove it over there from near my E36, and just because I wanted to kind of just do a little walk around with you guys, and we will do a cold start real quick. She cranks right up. Both windows do work. Sunroof works. Headlights, all the lights do work phenomenally, actually. Your adjustable mirrors work, which is nice. Power locks work, which is great as well. And let's go for a little cruise. Ice cold air, which is also beautiful, especially down here in Florida. Your radio works, horn works. There is function of like basically every important thing here. Clutch also does feel fantastic. I don't know if it's ever been replaced. I have no record of that, but it doesn't slip at all. The only thing that currently is not working, which I have the part on order, it should be here in a couple days, is the vehicle speed sensor. The only reason I haven't changed that out before I'm doing this cars and bid listing is because sometimes these listings can take a week or two, and I just want to get the ball rolling and just kind of get the process started with cars and bids. So this will be replaced before the buyer purchases it and takes it over there. It takes it to wherever you guys are going to go. But I mean, honestly, dude, it's a really honest. Honestly, dude, it's really honest. That's funny. Double negative, but honestly, this is a very nice car for being a Survivor, you know, clean 93 Accord. You just don't see these old square body Hondas like this around anymore when they're like in stock form like this, you know, with everything working. Usually they've been owned by younger people just trying to get into the car, you know, into the car scene in general, and they just end up getting like molested basically and destroyed. And the fact that this thing is in nice Survivor condition like this is crazy. It really is. We're in my neighborhood, so I can only go over to 30 here. But what we'll do is slow down here. I want to do a little second gear launch for you, just to show you that clutch is great. I'll pull back up in my driveway here, and I'll sign off with you guys. Just so I try to be as responsive as I can be to these cars and bids listings. If you guys do have any questions, or you know, you require some additional pictures, anything like that, please feel free to message me and ask. I am available. I do check these listings pretty often, and I try to be as responsive as possible to you guys, because I am an enthusiast also, and I want this to go to an enthusiast, somebody who's going to take care of it, but also I want to be as transparent as possible with you guys. Oh, just while I was thinking about it, this antenna does not go back down. I think it's bent inside of here, but it doesn't actually go down or up, but it does work. Radio does work. Anyways, like I was saying, I try to be as responsive as possible on these cars and bids listings. So drop any comments down below if you want to know some additional information, want to see some additional pictures. If you guys do have any questions, whatever else, just drop them, and I'll be you know, in touch with you guys rapidly. And yeah, thank you, Cars and Bids, for listening to another car of ours. We really do appreciate you guys, and we love the platform. So we love to try to bring you the best that we ever find out here in the world, and this is one of them. So bid with confidence, bid up, get her bought, and yeah, take this new Honda home, man. Thank you guys very much. Peace out, my dogs, and I hope you all have a great rest of your day.